Steve, how about you bring us in today?
Mm-hmm.
With however you want to. Give us a little flavor of you.
Sorry, I had a cough. It was right here.
I like it when you do it.
What?
The introduction.
Why?
I don't know.
He's just passing it along.
He's really just passing it along. I want to hear a genuine compliment.
Yes.
No, I mean, you do. You do it good. It's live.
It's do it well. Welcome
do it
back,
well.
guys. We're Studio115. My name's Brian, followed by Steve and Gallo. We're going to talk a little bit about everything, nothing, meaningless stuff, trivial stuff, though, and some serious stuff. So, today on our main talking point, have you guys ever experienced anything paranormal? Anything spoopy? Maybe even funny? But scary? What?
Funny but scary. That's funny. Yes. One thing comes to mind.
Oh, okay.
It's not funny, nor is it scary. I want to say I was 16, 17. I was living in the basement of my mother's house, and there was a laundry room downstairs where she would do laundry. I would go upstairs to shower. That being said, she was doing laundry. I'm upstairs in the shower, and the door downstairs to the basement where she was, forgot what the hell it was. It was closed and locked. But you can only lock it from the inside, some weird shit. But she, came from doing laundry to leave, noticed it was locked, and it was locked from the inside, or whatever the case was. And, yeah. I mean, it's not so weird, but
A lot of things would have to happen.
yeah, nothing. I mean, somebody would actually have to come in, lock it, but, it's just a lot of weird shit happen in that basement. I've heard throughout the years thereafter that a lot of people from the neighborhood, some people OD'd there and such. Not to say that their spirits were haunting the place, but it was a lot of weird shit. A lot of drugs and a lot of weird shit. So, yeah.
Well, it's possible.
It's possible. I mean, I never really saw anything, visually, like a ghost apparition or something. But there's always been just weird shit occurring.
What are your thoughts about it? Do you believe in paranormal?
I mean, I guess you have to. When you hear not everyone, but everybody that has an account and, their stories, even from what you know to be reputable people or family members that that are not bullshitting. It's there's something to it. Don't know what it is. Obviously some people will say, oh, it's the devil playing tricks on you, or demons, or just people stuck in between an afterlife. I don't know what to think about that. But I do believe there's stuff beyond our existence of life. So,
Just to make light of that, you said the devil playing tricks on you.
mhm.
If the guy don't come out and go, what's the point then? What's the point of all of that?
I don't mean playing tricks on you, but I've heard throughout the years from, people that are very spiritual,
Right.
in the side of, Jesus and whatnot, that, it's their way of the devil trying to get to you or something of that nature. It's their own belief system, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know what to think about that. But
that's-
there's definitely something going on thereafter.
It's kind of wild though, where like something like that, it would be the devil trying to get to you. Like, I don't understand the correlation of like where's the outcome going.
Yeah, the logic that I've heard from, I can't even think of certain people, but throughout the years, you just heard it from, that's their way of the devil making you believe in something, which in return makes you believe in him. Some mumbo jumbo dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on how you look at it, I guess. But yeah,
I guess you could dive deep into it, right? You know how some people say like there's different demons, ones that play jokes,
yeah,
ones that
exactly. How about you? Anything?
I've had two where I could tell you I believe it, and it's hard when you don't have evidence or nothing. But like the first one is a little lighthearted. Living in Astoria, we had this cat, and unfortunately, one time my sister and her boyfriend were like, I don't know, running around the apartment playing something, and I guess one of them, because they had the lights turned off, one of them accidentally stepped on a cat. And so, like, when we turned on the lights to see, like, what they stepped on, like, the cat was just, like, shaking and spitting out blood.
Mm-hmm.
So as a little kid, like, that was crazy for me. Like, I started crying, but that cat always loved being in my mother's bed. Always. And so, like, one time, my sister and I are on my mom's bed. It's just us. I guess we were waiting for her. I don't know. And we see the comforter, like, sink into, like, steps of, like, 4. Like, and then go to the spot where the cat always loved to be. And then you see, like, a bigger sinkhole as, like, the body.
Like a divot.
Yeah. And my sister and I ran the hell out of there. And
It was the cat just trying to like.
No, yeah, but when you see that, and like she's the only one that was with me, she saw it, and I don't know how to explain that, but that's what makes me believe it. The second one, it was more stupidity. A bunch of the kids on the block. We went to one of their houses had a free place. We were all like 13, 14, 15, around there. He had a free spot. He brings out the Ouija board, the black candle. And so like everybody's like, fuck it, let's do it. And I don't even remember half of the shit they were saying or whatever. What I do remember is like laughing. And then, which I thought was fake, like the lights started like flickering. I'm like, good fucking job. Hilarious. But when shit started like shaking, and like I'm sitting there and I'm looking at a bunch of stuff shaking, you start thinking to yourself, all right, they really went into a huge production set here
for the joke on me.
Like, and so I ain't like it. I didn't feel comfortable. I felt cold, like out of nowhere. It was the summer, and I started feeling cold. I wasn't feeling well. I didn't like what they were doing, or at least I thought what they were doing. I couldn't hear them after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so when I try to look back, as many times I've always tried, I never know what they said because I went deaf. And I got up because something was wrong. And I went to the main door. And obviously the locks are in there. Everything's unlocked and I can't open it. Like, I'm turning the handle. Everything's unlocked. Nothing. Like, it doesn't let me. And you know those scary movies where the lights are flickering and it's getting darker and darker and darker? Like, that's what I saw. Like, I couldn't even, like, see them, hear them. Like, and I'm trying to open. And next thing you know, I'm outside. So at some point, I made it out, and after that, like I was upset with them and everything, but they never wanted to talk about it. After like I cursed them out, they never wanted to talk about it either.
True.
And I just decided I don't want to talk about it either.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe they saw more. Because they were like, it was crazy. It was like they saw something horrific, but they never looked at me the same either. So I'm like,
And you guys never talked about it?
no. After that, it was just set in stone. Like,
Wow.
just
How old were you guys?
13, 14, 15. It was a group, like bunch of girls and kids, boys. And sometimes you would catch one by themselves, you know? And I'll be like, why? Like, can I tell you what I would like? I couldn't hear. I couldn't. And they're like, they would always lead to the same thing. Like, that was the past. We don't want to go back to that. Well, and I believe they saw something more. But I always wanted to know, what did you guys see? Because I went deaf. And all I saw was things getting darker. And so it always made me think, did they see something that was going on with me? Did they see something else? It's a lot of questions that probably are never going to get answered, but I saw that. I went through that.
Well, if I could just make I've never been in one of those seances kind of circles. I read up a lot about them. Don't quote me on this, but I think the black candle is the worst one that you can light up. You're supposed to do red and you're safer. Like it's just like you being put as like a specter,
Mm-hmm.
and demons can't interact with you. Don't quote me on that. Also, don't do it. Because you don't really want to put up a portal and invite things in if you don't know how to like deal with it thereafter.
Yeah. The black candle is always the famous one, though. The one that everyone
Black candle
always
is the
talks
famous
about,
one,
yeah.
but that invokes and invites interactions between demons and other things.
I
beyond the realm.
always told myself, what if they saw something in me?
But
And that's all.
the thing that I'm thinking of is it might be a demon that was latched onto you, like draining you. Because if you're saying you see everything going dark
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't hear, your senses were just
Gone.
slowly going out. So they probably stayed there, looked at you, getting up, and it was like on you or whatever.
I don't know. It was always like a don't fucking ask. No, never talk about it. And it's crazy because I just don't remember. 3rd floor, no elevator. I don't remember getting out. I don't remember walking down the hall. I don't remember going down the stairs. Next thing you know is like, it's almost like a movie. You blink the eye and then you're somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm outside the building.
Like next scene.
And I'm like,
Well, also it was probably a thing where it's like your fight or flight.
yeah,
took in.
the fight or flight thing.
So it's your brain is now hyper fixated on I have to survive, get to a safe place. So memory is not really in the forefront of the mind. That shit's wild.
That's my experience.
He just had someone lock the door on him.
Yeah, really. That shit's nothing.
I don't even know how to follow up with that one. I just saw.
You see the rookie demon with him. Is that good enough? Got you.
Gotcha.
Did I get my stripes?
Fucking my never win you. I just had, where I used to live out in Flushing, my mom, my dad, and my sister all went to Vegas. They left me behind because I didn't really have that much money. So I was like, I can't afford my own ticket.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys need spending money to go. So I was like, don't buy my ticket. You guys go. I'll catch you on the next trip. I woke up like supremely early one day to go to work. So I have the TV on, making breakfast. I put butter on some toast. And I just looked down the hallway that leads to the main door. And the peephole is broken. So usually it has like a little cover that goes in.
Yeah.
But the light bleeds through in it. So it kind of illuminates everything. I saw a silhouette of someone. And I was like, I'm alone in my apartment. There should be no silhouette. And then right when I finished that thought question, it started coming towards me. And my scared ass fucking went deeper into the living room. And I'm not saying the little crucifix Jesus setup that my grandmother gave me probably saved my life at that moment. But it was conveniently in the corner where it would have had to pass.
Mm-hmm.
A not believer in anything. But I can't disprove nothing happened. Right?
Yeah.
Then a little further back in life, I had to have been 13. My mom was in her bedroom. I was in the living room. I think my sister was in the bathroom. And I looked at the kitchen because all of a sudden the light turned on and I see a like just dark silhouette. Couldn't make out any of the face, even though it was like 3 p.m. So the sun was still like around. It was just like that area was void of all light. But there was light immediately outside of it. And I was like, you know, the more you stare at it, the more you don't want to look away just in case like it disappears. Light flickered and then it was gone. And the light never flickered ever again. I was like, what the hell? My mom, same apartment, she's told me that because the kitchen kind of is like a... So figure that this table, right? It separates kitchen, living room, dining room. Mm-hmm. But it's interconnected. So you can go around the pillar that's there separating everything. You just got to go around. So my mom says she sees the hand of a little girl holding the side of the corner. And then she was like, oh, that's my daughter. Then she turns into the dining room doorway, and there's my sister, her daughter. She was like, not in a position where like she just came from walking. Mm-hmm. She was like sitting, doing her own thing, reading or whatever it was that she was doing at the time. She was like, she looked back, it was gone. And I was like, she told me that story. I was like, okay.
No, that stuff freaks me out. Always has.
It doesn't freak me out. It does startle me. Like that initial shock of like, okay, how do I defend myself right now? Because, you know.
Because you can't.
You can't.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
I'm black belt. What's up?
Yeah, I know jujitsu, and you get on the floor.
I'm going to grapple you.
But I know capoeira.
I mean, I do believe a lot of people are not or delusional, but they, you know, your mind and your brain can play some strong tricks on you. Mm-hmm. You know, but I mean, obviously, I believe your guys' story. But yeah, man, some weird shit that happens that's just really unexplainable.
Like I forgot when it was, but when my grandfather passed, my uncle was saying that before, wrapping everything up and moving out of the apartment, all of a sudden he would hear his walker, and it has a distinct thing because it would the way he would walk with it, it would always make a unique sound.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like, oh, it's unique to him. It wasn't a regular walker because he was like, he had a stroke, so he was paralyzed on one, so he needed only one side. So it made a weird,
a distinct sound.
Yeah.
No.
And it happened throughout the day, and he was like, that walker wasn't in the apartment at all.
This is
after no, like
immediately
days,
after.
months after he had passed.
Wow. Yeah, that's not to cut that story off, but it's funny when you said grandfather, because when my grandfather passed, I didn't experience it, but obviously my uncle lived downstairs from their house, and in the kitchen there was some bullshit clock that fell off, was on the floor, and from my understanding literally stopped. I don't know if it was the battery stopped working, but at the same general time that when he passed, which was just like, wow, okay. It's like shit like that is just...
It's too convenient to just write off.
Exactly. It's like, not that I know what happens or I'm a firm believer in whatever, but there definitely is something more than just this general, flesh existence. Just don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
We shall soon find out eventually, right? Like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like aliens. Like, you guys think like aliens exist? And I'm not talking about like
God, that was smooth.
Star Trek kind of. Thanks, man. The segues. I'm on point with it. No, no, like I'm not talking about Star Trek. Like they're actively visiting us now. Because let's be honest.
Yeah.
As much as we all want aliens to like exist, if they found a way to travel faster than the speed of light, or at the speed of light, they are now more advanced than us and can probably wipe us out. So,
one would think, yes.
Why would we want to wish that? Anyway.
What?
Like a lot of people want aliens to exist currently, and they're like, oh, they're visiting and all that. I'm pretty sure one UFO is probably well equipped to just decimate the entirety of Earth.
Who knows, bro? It depends on what you believe as well. Because now it just seems like in the past X amount of years, more and more evidence and whistleblowers from the government. Oh, aliens have been here. We have that, they've had the technology, and all sorts of stories, and you don't know what to believe anymore.
Wait,
but it's only in sorry to cut you off.
No.
It's only in countries that have advanced technology, like the U.S., Russia.
That's mainly what I'm talking about.
Like, you don't think that they're the ones testing out different, spacecrafts, and obviously they're gonna need the room to do it. So,
true.
You can't do that underground. You gotta test propulsion technology, anti-gravity.
Great song.
Propulsion technology?
Incubus.
Oh, yeah.
Anti-gravity.
Stellar was also good.
Well, I mean, the way they build a wall and then come for a vote, it's...
Yeah, it's out of this world, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Aliens.
Oh.
Holy
That's
shit.
not
what
we
did you
were-
just say?
What? Why are you not paying attention?
That's
No,
not
no.
what we're talking. I said the way they build walls, and we just use them for boats. What are we talking about? Oh, those aliens.
Yes. Not that one.
I was like, wait, what? Did I just
Sorry.
hear that?
Oops.
Well, think about this, right? I don't know. It boggles my mind. We had dinosaurs, right?
Mhm.
They were rulers at one point, according to science and history, right?
Right.
The only reason humans came to exist, right? If you think about it, is because of an asteroid.
Maybe.
The
It's one. It's
the
one.
asteroid never hits.
theory.
We dominate? No.
Well, there was studies that do suggest that we were around, or rather, the Neanderthals were around during the time of dinosaurs. Like it overlapped. That well before.
But it also
You know.
depends what dinosaurs, right? Because isn't there different ages?
Well, yeah, there's the
The
prehistoric, protozoic.
the
proto-
isn't there one with a T, Terrestrial era,
Yeah.
some shit like that. But
Jurassic.
if you think
Sure
about
it
it,
is.
would we become the dominant species
Well,
if there was a T-Rex walking around?
I think it also has to play into the effect of the meteor, what it was carrying. If it had more gases in it that altered the levels of like the oxygen, I think any big dinosaurs would naturally suffocate and die because they're not getting oxygen anymore. They would have to get much lower, and then, they would just die.
But doesn't it boggle your mind? Like the only
Yeah.
reason we're dominant is because of a rock.
Yeah. And at any moment,
Yeah,
a rock can just come and like
Yeah.
just hit the reset button.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like aliens, one time at a friend's house, years ago, I came outside to smoke a cigarette.
You smoke?
Yeah, no.
Why'd you say that?
Usually people
Trying to be funny, Usually a joke is funny.
Some of my friends come out and join me, whatever. Nobody came out. I was by myself, of course. Right? I look up and there's a white light. I don't think much of it. Plane or whatever, right? You just don't think about it. Right? And then I see it just it's almost like it teleported, like at how fast it went to the left, right? So I'm like, okay, well, planes don't do that. So now it has my attention because now I'm like, ain't no plane ever has done that. And then it went back. It did that twice, but like in a blink of an eye, like so fast. And then out of nowhere, it just like I could see it go away, but then just like disappear. And some of my friends told me, oh, it could have been those balloon things that they send up, like to test
The weather balloon?
Yeah, like those things. And I'm like, maybe the wind. I'm like, first of all, no plane could go backwards. So scratch that. Balloon can't travel like that. Do it twice and then just disappear. Like, I don't know. And a lot of people have had those experiences on the most famous. They call it in New York the most famous. I forget the name, but where you have a better chance to see something happen is it the Brooklyn Bridge or the Williamsburg? It's one of them that so many people have had experiences driving down that bridge and they see something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I guess just like in this world, you have, I don't know what to call them, but I guess there's some of them are like evil, naturally evil, right? They're taught hate. They're grown up to be hateful people,
Right.
right? And then there's kind people, and all in between, right? Sick people, and I guess
I think you got like I think it's like the 4 categories. It's like some fuck, what was it? Something good, chaotic good, chaotic evil, and then just all evil, all good, all evil.
All evil.
Well, there's an actual term for it. It's like when people are just good,
Hmm.
then there's like people that like, you know, like mischief, but it's not at anyone's expense. It's just at the most annoying.
Hmm.
Then you got chaotic evil, which is like it's at the expense of someone, like the dumbass YouTubers that chase clout and like they prank people, but the prank is like, I'm gonna chase you with a machete. Well, how you not know it's a toy, you know? And then when they get their fucking face,
so. That
rocked
would be
in,
like Hitler.
that would be like all evil.
Oh, okay.
So what are you referring to? Like
white
aliens
Hitler.
Or
No, my point is, I mean,
Hold on,
If
I don't
that-
want to gloss over the Hitler thing. What?
no, when you said
What?
chaotic evil, so I'm like, that would be the Hitler. But then you said, no, that's just evil. Like,
Yeah, no, he was just evil.
so like the
Yeah.
Hitlers,
Hitler's bad.
the Bidens, the
Biden's.
Let's not draw parallels.
Orange man, bad.
But my
Hold
point,
on, do you see the? Just to derail a quick second, there was the. I forgot where I saw it. I gotta go find it.
look at your phone.
The one recording.
Hmm.
Joe Biden was like supporting, I guess, the AIDS awareness research, kind of HIV, all that, with Sir Elton John. I think he was knighted. Anyway, he was like, he makes a comment. He goes, all of this is his fault for people like him. And Elton John is just like blank face, like, what the fuck are you saying right now? I don't think he meant it's all your fault or people like you fault.
I don't think he knows what he's saying.
I don't think he was
Yeah.
actively.
Is that what he called LL Cool J?
Oh yeah.
What?
He's talking about something and he goes LLJ Cool J, and then at the end he, I guess, realizes it, so he goes This is the most funniest thing. You know who plays it a lot? Them idiots over there at Hot 97.
Ugh.
Those dumbasses, they play it a lot. But
Don't
it's
that
funny.
got in trouble for? No, that's not them, right? The one that was like with New Jersey, where they were like buying out property.
No, that's 105. That's
okay.
DJ Envy.
Sorry. Apologies.
No, that's the other station with
Yeah.
Ebro and that idiot, that big time idiot. What is his name? Rosenberg.
Oh, yeah.
The girl, I don't put much blame on her because you could just tell she's You know, you could just tell, like, you know, I got this job, so you know. Like,
Well, I mean, not to put her down, but like if you got a job on the radio station and your voice is actually out there.
But I don't feel like her voice is out there. I feel like she just follows.
Yeah.
My opinion. But
Maybe she's content with that.
yeah, no, I mean,
No?
I'm not saying
Maybe she's happy with.
get out. I'm just saying if you were to ever sit here, I'll debate you, crush you.
So
All three of you.
I think I'm biased on that because I naturally like to play devil's advocate
Really, I know all the time.
with Ben, our manager. Oh, I always play devil's advocate. I don't know why he made me assistant manager. That's always gonna go against him. Well, I don't go against him in like, you know.
Damn, I hope it's not ever with me, right? I want to give him a raise. Yeah, but you know, we could save money.
I don't think that's any of our decision.
I know.
Yeah, but you know what? If we actually pull that money into our raises, how about we don't give anyone else a raise and then maximize our raise? I like that idea.
That's ultimately Lucifer's decision.
Satan?
No, not that one.
He plays tricks.
I swear to God, if I get down there and he's like, you thought it was going to be hot as shit, huh? Thank God.
No, but yeah, I believe in aliens.
Wow. Yeah, I actually
see
forgot
that.
what
I
we
see
were
that.
talking
Yeah, we
about.
circle back. Thank you for that one.
I see that little, nothing evident, but I don't know, no plane, no balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been a drone. Yeah. Could have not. Yeah, I don't know, but you know, how do we know? Maybe paranormal is aliens. Their technology, right?
That's
Maybe not.
Maybe.
No, but like if you look at each decade, right? Like the technological advances we've had, just us.
Well, I think because a lot of
absurd
like the
to think that.
paranormal feeds off of electromagnetic fields. So now that we have more devices that emit that field,
Yeah, no,
you
no,
know,
yeah.
the paranormal entities can actually feed off
Yeah.
that and gain.
But my whole
momentum.
point is like, think about it. Like, we've advanced so much, right? I mean, did you see the new Tesla truck and the new Tesla robots?
Huh?
No.
You got. I'll show you. Think of a spaceship. That's what it is. And just for shits and giggles, it's also bulletproof and arrow-proof.
Yeah. You saw the
Arrow
one where
proof? I feel like
Rogan hit it
Rogan
with,
hit it with an arrow,
with an arrow, and it just
Because he told him it's arrow-proof, so Rogan wanted to see if it really
oh
is.
shit.
Yeah, just ding. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like, think of whatever your brain thinks of a spaceship. But like, my whole point is, I'm not trying to say that humans are dumb. We're not. We're incredibly, you know, a person is incredibly smart. A group,
Society in a whole.
yes. But
Dumb.
the point is, like, if you look at everything we've gone, just here with the resources we have here, just us, I feel, me just personally, there's something else that maybe guide us, teach us, or give us.
Advancement was systematically based off of maybe 1, 2, 3 people. Like 3 people in the group at max. And then it was the government that stepped in and was like, oh, I like that idea. We're going to ruin it.
Yeah.
So.
But like, even if you just take it to science, you know, like every material, I don't know. Is it really everything from Earth? You know? Maybe not. Maybe, you know, those small little comets or whatever bring something, you know? Or maybe we found something in...
What they should do
that's
is...
what I believe. Celestial, like, seeding or whatever. You know, planets and comets.
Yeah.
Rubbing off on each other, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, leaving properties to start whatever life of whatever kind. Not just human life, but just, you know, could be micro, you know.
Microorganisms?
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's crazy. I mean, did you see that story that they said they think they found another galaxy? I mean, it's immense. There's
But
no...
like, if it's the same one, it's like all 4 planets are like super close to the sun.
I'm not sure. They just said they found another one with planets that, like I guess, like are fit perfectly and aligned perfectly with the sun.
Orbits around the sun.
Yeah, like I just saw it the other day. It said they found another one. I mean, just think about it.
Of all the
It's
galaxies out there.
infinite.
Dude,
Right?
It's,
It's
like, I don't know about infinite, but there's a ridiculous
Like,
amount.
not one of them has...
No, it has to. It has to.
Exactly.
I
life
say
form.
infinite because we don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you're right,
if
actually.
like you know the whole, you know how they say the government or conspiracy theories say that, but whatever it is, I don't want to dive into that. But they say music and movies would hint at you, right?
Mhm.
Men in Black. Remember the ending where the camera's panning from Earth, and then it becomes Earth is a marble, and then there's a giant alien hand playing with a bunch of marbles, and they're all galaxies in a little bag. Like how immense it is.
Mhm.
Like
Well, it almost like it repeats itself. Because, like, if you look at a galaxy and then you look at your iris, like the eye, the pupil, and all that,
Mhm.
it's almost the same. If you look at, like, what's it called? The veins in the human body when it reaches, like, your hand and it starts to, like, branch off,
looks like a tree.
it looks like a tree.
Yeah.
Or a river, how it branches off. Or
Everything that gives life.
So, like, it is repeating. Just when you get exponentially, our brain can't comprehend that next layer. It's like what was there was a thing where it's like the human isn't aware of an ant's existence until like we
See
actually notice it.
Mm.
But vice versa, like an ant's not going to be aware of our giant existence until we smash it, and even then, it's just over in the blink of an eye.
It's crazy to think, right? We're ants to others.
Yeah. Yep.
I know it's crazy. It's
Also, in one of the earlier podcasts that we did, I said Serbian Mastiff. It was a Tibetan Mastiff.
Tibetan Mastiff.
Tibetan.
That's why when you, I remember when you
said it
said
wrong.
Serbian, I didn't say nothing because I don't know all.
Because he said Siberian, and I was like, no, it's close.
Oh, dog you're talking about?
Yeah, the dog.
Gotcha.
I didn't incorporate my thought because I don't know all breeds. So I was like, oh, I gotta look up. I forgot to look it up. Tibetan Mastiffs, those are ridiculous, bro. I mean,
Those hunt bears. They alone hunt bears. So can you imagine you break into my house and you just see one like...
are they good with families though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most dogs are. Except Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
No, I would
But
love.
like, if you train them to be
Mm-hmm.
aggressive, like most, like pit bulls get a bad rap because pit bulls are the breed that all notorious dog fighters, choose, along with the Argentine. Forgot what dog it was, but it's a canine there.
I know which one you're talking about. That
Like-
thing is huge.
A huge,
Yeah, the
huge,
Argentinian one.
Like, damn.
It's not the Kangol. No, that's from another one.
But they, like, naturally are the most caring and most loyal.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to fucking say it, these assholes raised them to be aggressive and constantly fighting, of course, they're going to turn out different. But you can't label the whole breed as a trouble breed.
Yeah, of course. I remember growing up, Dobermans, at least in, from my recollection, was just like, oh, they're crazy dogs. They, on trainable or whatever the case is, just dangerous dogs.
Mhm.
That's not the case. And yeah, of course they're dangerous. I mean, any dog could be
Yeah,
potentially dangerous, but
because it's constantly protecting its family.
exactly. I mean, you raise a Doberman right.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't Greg have one?
Yeah. On yourself.
Very loyal.
Yeah.
Smart. Fucking dog.
My little shit dog. I love her, but was like barking up a storm at his Doberman. The Doberman just did one. She was like,
Yeah. It's a lot of shit.
"You want to take a hot break?"
Lunchtime?
No, hell yeah. Daddy hungry.
Hungry. Oh, yeah.
We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Shout out to Pizza de Amor.
Yeah,
Had a couple slices from there.
Their upside down is amazing.
We should do a review on their food.
It's pretty good.
Reviews are more
Yeah,
detailed.
more in depth. Like, the crust, the under,
From
the
under.
dough.
Like we could order something different each.
Yeah.
And then
I will say though, that pepperoni. Too much pepperoni.
Too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
But I could see some people liking
No,
that.
yeah.
though.
If you like the spiciness,
Or if you just like the meat,
you just gotta.
that's too much meat for me. Something funny?
What? What are you talking about?
You're the only one giggling there, like a
Yeah.
little schoolgirl.
Who's giggling?
You.
Hey, Big Mac.
Yeah. Making me get up and hit you with this meat.
So, good question for you guys, since this conversation died real quick. You guys have any careers that you felt like slipped away, or careers that you would have liked to have continued?
Yeah.
Cool.
Next topic.
So, bullied moments. You're about to witness one.
Steve, why don't you start us off with this one?
Since you graciously harped in real fast.
It was a family business for my uncle. He started me in the sewer drain cleaning business. And he was in it for quite some time, made his money. He bought another company, like a water main or just like an excavating company that replaces sewers and stuff like that. And he always had it like I would be working with him as he grew the company, blah blah blah. I would say a number of years ago, 17, 18 years ago, probably less. Whatever the case is, kind of had a falling out with him. Due to my actions within my own life. Not going to elaborate on that, but we stopped talking. Many years later, he's grown that business to, where supposedly from what I hear, not supposedly, but from what I hear, he's extremely well off from this company that he's expanded and whatnot. So there is a little piece of me that kind of regrets, stupid decisions I made then that that I wouldn't be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's life. It is what it is. And, yeah.
What did you do?
He just said he didn't want to elaborate on it.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
What kind of work?
Oh, he purchased.
Sorry. I don't want to elaborate on this. But what did you do?
What are you talking about? The work?
Yeah, like I know you said sewer, but
Like yeah. I don't know what you would call it.
Like unclogging, or
cleaner?
would you be like replacing the pipes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it's a bigger company
Right.
that would dig
Oversee.
up, streets and whatnot, replace water mains, sewer lines, blah blah blah.
Yeah, because it's usually one company that comes in, breaks the ground, digs,
Yeah.
so you don't hit and break the pipe further.
I don't know exactly what his company does, if he does it before that, but they generally replace, like I said, sewer lines, water mains, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And I'm sure they get like city contracts or just individual, work.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice.
he's made a nice living. I mean, good for him because he put in the work, the time, the effort.
The risk. So it's only
Everything.
fair to get the reward.
Of course. But like I said,
You think to yourself, if I would have not.
no, I mean, I don't harbor it.
No.
Because it is what it is.
Mhm.
At that time,
Mistakes
and decisions are made, and you just live with it. But yeah, there, very seldom I do think.
Where would I
When-
have been?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously I would have had, enough to buy a house and blah blah blah. But would I have been better for it? I don't know.
But think about this.
Well,
You would have never met me.
shit. So I would have been better.
Oh, rude.
But what did you do?
What did you do to piss him off?
Nothing to him. It was.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah,
if you don't want
you're
to.
right. You're right.
You
I don't have
if you don't
to.
want to.
What did you do?
But once this mute, what did you do? No.
Like I said, it's
No,
certain
it's-
things
yeah.
I did within my own life
Mhm.
that,
It's fair. It's fair to leave it.
yeah, good.
It happens.
But yeah, that's the only one I could think of.
Sounds cool.
How about you? What
Did
sounds cool?
Every
Yeah.
at the end of
Your
the
regrets.
Fucker.
shift, at the end of the shift, did you always tear your shirt off and as it rains?
Rain sewage because you hit the main. Because
what?
everyone's doo-doo water just falling down. You're like, yes.
Did you at the end of every shift?
Shift? What are you talking about?
It's from the movie Shawshank when he crawls through the sewage. Gets out.
Anyway, how about you?
I mean, I just took a bite of this cookie, so circle back.
How about you, Gallo?
Cool. What you do?
Right now, it looks like I got dew on my fingers.
I guess
Ew, you see.
there's three, but not so much of like
3?
yeah.
Jesus.
Damn.
I've had many jobs, but all right.
That
So let's
wasn't the
start.
question.
What'd you do?
So all right, the first one. I worked for a pharmacy,
Mhm.
and I grew rather fast in there, but it was cool because when I started, people spoke to each other, but it was like they did their own thing, and like I like to feel like when I came in, I don't know, like we started going out together, doing things together. Like when we would close up, we would go to the warehouse part, and like I would put the lights to like go flicker on and off, and I'll blast music and had like very introverted people like open up And I got promoted rather quickly. I went to head photo. Not to dive in on what happened. I was young and stupid and made very stupid decisions. But I look back and I'm like, could I had my own store? Because you could get your own store and become a store manager.
Right.
Not so much of like, would I have had to be off better, but I do think about that one sometimes where like, if I would have not done this, who knows, maybe I would have had my own store. That was not so bad. Second one, I worked for this law firm I got hired as a driver / interpreter / assistant. It was cool because like the boss would let me go to pick up his Mercedes. He lives in Mutton Town,
Okay.
where it's basically doctors, lawyers, rich people.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. The salary was great for that time period. I don't think, obviously, I would have not become a lawyer, but I would like to think, how could they have maybe helped me or where I could have landed. But that one was the person in charge. She was a bitch, and like we're supposed to help each other, but she would always be getting her hair done and nails done because her husband was one of the lawyers, not the top lawyers in that frame, but he was a side lawyer that would bring business to them.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny how she thinks that, like,
yeah,
he was staying faithful to her.
And so her and I got one time into a dispute, and I just cursed her out, and that was the end of that one. But the third one, I think, the one where I could look back and say, what if it's not so much me? It's... So I was working at 7-Eleven, and this guy would come in, and he would start chilling by the lotto machine, and he would see me interact with people. And one time he tells me, he's like, your customer service is ridiculous. Like, I come here just to see you.
It's trash.
And long story short, months pass, and I ask him, why don't you hire me? He's like, I feel bad. He had this way of portraying himself as this guy that wants you to do better. Mm-hmm. He's gonna have your back. I remember one time him saying that, because I told him, it's funny how so many managers or CEOs, whatever, tell you shit and it's all about them. And he said something, that's the difference between a leader and something. He really brings you in. He really makes you believe this. And when everything is said and done and the fucking dirt settles, or what's the saying? The smoke settles. You see the truth. He's a two-faced, conniving, backstabbing, ass. But I could have grown there if he wasn't full of shit, Like, I became his right hand. And when we went to these gatherings, like, Christmas gatherings or whatever, they have their own network. He would always tell people, this is my future manager, this is the potential future manager, whatever. Right? It was never going to go there. The reason I left him was because I found out he was stealing money from me.
From you?
Yeah, from me. Like,
what was it? What line of work?
Screen printing.
Oh, okay.
So when I first came into it, I didn't know shit about it.
Gotcha.
And I would have not known that he was stealing from me if it wasn't for someone else. I guess you could call it being nosy, but in a good way. They opened up my check. Not to to benefit them. They noticed something and they're like, hey, they told me the next day, you're not getting paid what you were promised. Da, 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 da. My fault. I took his word, but him and I became friends. He wasn't just my boss. We had a life outside of that, and I opened up to him, and there was so much shit in between from that time frame. Like, I got fired and I quit like a handful of times in between because him and I would just go at it. One time he accused me of stealing his time. one thing I don't like is when you accuse me, you got no proof. 2, you accuse me of stealing. There's no reason for me to do that shit, you know? But the last time I was doing construction and we had a discussion and he's like, come back. And he promised me a set salary, everything. I took it. My fault for never opening up the checks. I just took his thing. And at that time frame, so much shit was happening. Found out, you know, I was having a child, all this, families losing the house. So it was just money in, money out, never to really see, wait, I'm not getting paid what I'm supposed to. I digress. Point is, if he would have... Remember one time we were outside by the garbage, and I looked over and I was like, there's that piece of shit. You ain't really pay mine. You were just like, oh, okay. When I was talking to you about something. That was the fucking guy. Glenn knows him. And Glenn said the same thing. He's such a nice guy and everything. And I'm like this guy will cry to you and tell you, you know, I help people and everybody just back. He's the victim always. And he's just plotting on how to take from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he is. It's just people like that. But sometimes I think to myself, if he would have not been like that, you know, where...
Would you have learned something?
Yeah. You know, I mean, the little bit I took, we went and started our own shit, you know, which what you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was cool that at least that happened. But, you know, if he was who he portrayed, who he was, you know, a good salary, running the shit for him, you know, we were on the point of him opening up a second one. No, he did open up a second one and he lost that one because people over there noticed it in Jersey. Like, they started to know. Like, it doesn't matter. It takes only a matter of time until you notice who this guy is. But those are the 3 where I look back and I go, you know, maybe this, maybe that. But I try not to live in the past. You know, it is what it is. Things happen for a reason. And sometimes you just tell yourself that to keep yourself sane.
Yeah.
Hey, things happen for a reason. I mean, but... You know, it is what it is. But wherever I go, I always try to... Like I tell people, I'm going to start slow. Be patient with me. And whatever it is. But if you give me time, I won't let you down. But if you backstab me, you're going to notice I don't care no more. Which is what happened with, you know, the first time that I left. Where it was like, okay, you backstab me like that? Now I stopped caring and my work started going down. And it was just like, all right, fuck it. I'm out of here. You know, I deleted voicemails, which I wish I would have had because I would have loved for you to hear. And be like, oh, he said that? Like, yeah. But it is what it is. It's better. Don't have shit. But if you don't backstab me, you keep it what it is, I will bleed for you. But yeah, sorry. That took longer than it should.
No,
Yeah,
you
really.
had 3.
Jesus.
Okay.
What did you do?
How about yourself?
Break?
That's all they see. So as you know, I went down to Virginia. I got into Virginia Tech. I was trying to major in architecture. And not that I had an in outside of it, but my professor, first year, I only made it 1 year because it was during COVID, so they were all like, except the one that actually was teaching architecture, she was the best. She was amazing. All the other professors were, no, all the other teachers were just like, teach yourself. Here's the material. Here's a quiz at the end of the week. And it's like, I'm paying $30,000 for you to do this to me. So, but she was from a firm in New York. So I think it was like a 5-year course, I would have went back to him and be like, hey, you know, now that I'm about to, or even if as like an intern, like, hey, do you think you can get me in? I would have loved to do architecture work, you know, but COVID kind of messed everything up. And yeah.
Oh, that's it?
That was it. That was, it's not
So-
some long drawn out
No, I don't
Although
know.
I will
was
say,
waiting for more. That's all.
not a career that slipped away.
Drawn out.
Not necessarily a career that slipped away, but I wish something else happened from it. When I came back to New York City, after failing out and then breaking up with my then girlfriend, which was a plus. It was a plus. My mom was working at a supermarket, and she was like, hey, if you need something just to pay the bills week by week, put your application in.
Yeah.
Fuck it. See where it goes. I was like, all right. So I put it in. Immediately started me off like in like a supervisor's position. I was like, okay. But that was because of the resume with working with Kemperly. I had everything there. And then I worked for the parent company down in Virginia.
Okay.
Or the sister company, sorry. And I was put up for the possibility of a manager. But because I was already focused on school, I was like, I can't commit that much time to it. I gotta focus on school. Which I'm not saying I regret not taking the management position because it's supermarket. And it wasn't gonna lead anywhere after that. Like I saw the ladder of progression. I was like, that's where it dies and that's where I die. I was like, I don't want that.
Gotcha.
Not saying that that's bad. You know, everyone has their own dreams. However, for me, I wanted more and to achieve more. Anyway, so like most people, they would see some resentment of me just coming in, starting off in like a higher position than most people. But I did my work, you know, it showed for the work. All the customers loved me. I helped everyone that needed help, regardless if they were, you know, actually in need or just wanted to shoot the shit. But I was helping someone clear out the register. And there was a specific someone that came walking by screaming. I don't know if they knew I was there or not, but just screaming along the front end, I'm tired of that asshole and his cunt mother. Now, we are the only two pair of relatives in that location. And she deliberately pointed at me. But when she made eye contact with me, she didn't know I was standing there. So I guess she was just like, knew that I was in the office at the moment. But I was actually like next to the office door.
So she was figuring that you weren't really there to hear that?
Right.
Okay.
She was just like explaining it out loud to, I guess, someone else. And, so I let her have it. I was like, nah. I was like, I'm a son first. Then I'm an employee of this supermarket. And
You slapped the shit out of
no. I would never get physical. But if you want to start a verbal, you know, argument, I will verbally abuse the shit out of you. And I wish I went harder. I wish I left her crying right in the front for everyone to see. Because, one, don't call my mom a cunt. Like, I'm gonna have words for you, and I will make you wish. Two, when I got HR involved, she conveniently didn't want to hear that it all started because she called my mom a cunt. Later I heard that they're all friends. So I was like, great. I'm already at a fucking uphill battle.
Mm-hmm.
Union in that place didn't do shit. We paid union dues.
Yeah.
They didn't do jack shit. So I was like, that's why I was like, I wish I went harder. Yeah. I wish I cursed her out so hard. Like, I wish I put it on the PA system. Everyone to hear. I wish I fucking, like, destroyed her.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not physically. I'm not a physical person. Unless you put hands on me or a loved one. But
I meant, like, metaphorically slap the shit out of her.
Okay, sure.
Not putting hands on her.
Yeah.
I took it literally.
Yeah, I took that literally too. That's why I wanted to cut that, just in case someone was like,
"Yeah, I don't condone that shit." No,
I don't condone that shit either.
But
you talk about mama.
Yeah,
slap.
I'm for what's fair is fair. So if you start verbal, it's gonna be verbal right back.
Did you sue?
Hey, call back to. I wanted to. I fucking wanted to.
If you know, you know. Why, that's funny.
No, I didn't. I wanted to real bad, but I was like, I don't have any evidence on hand.
Yeah.
And then, like the security guard that watches the videotapes is also friends with all of them.
Oh boy.
I was like, what the fuck? Is this some kind of like high school bullshit that everyone's friends with each other?
Does your mother still work there?
Yeah.
With these same people?
Yeah, and she says that like that whole clique of like high schoolers that never really left high school and they're like in their late 40s. They're all turning on each other and it's like exploding inwards. And I'm like, damn, I wish I was there to see it. But like I went back recently because I had to pick her up and I had bought forgot what I bought. I think some of the soda for it. And everyone that I've worked with that I was cool with was like, hey, what's happening? All this and that. And then they're all just telling me like what's happened since I've left. I was like, no, I know. I hear. But
it goes around, comes around sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sue him.
Should have, but again, call back. But yeah, you know who you are. Go fuck yourself.
Get smacked.
Not by me though. Legally,
I'll smack the shit out of you.
Wow.
I don't condone hitting women. I think you're a pussy if you do that, but
I condone hitting bitches.
Yeah, when you bring mom in the picture, sorry.
Oh yeah, you bring
all
mom.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
All is fair. Fair.
I did see red though. I saw red. I think that was the only part of my life that I saw red towards someone, and I wanted.
Some people have those triggers. Yeah,
it's funny you should say that.
Like the triggers for me is my family. Obviously,
like I don't care what you say about me.
Yeah,
like me.
Do whatever you want to me. Say whatever you want to me. Don't put them in.
Well, my mama. My mama was saint.
That's why I don't talk to my mother. Because she said certain things regarding family, and that's when I was just like, it's like that red that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like,
not these red fingers sponsored. Sorry to make light of what you were talking about, but
I don't give a shit.
Okay, thank God.
No, you see red.
I didn't grab that. Yeah.
Like if you was to say something about my daughter, not you, I mean general,
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't, regardless, because
Like Red, or like my mom. My mom was my best friend, you know. But
I'll forget it. If someone
but even
like
family,
lays hands on any of my family members,
you can,
I'm g***ing you in front of yours, like a fucking pig. I don't know if this episode's gonna end up airing with how much incriminating evidence.
Steve,
What?
What'd you do?
this is my future manager.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'd
Well, I'm just saying,
I'd
like-
watch your words if I was you.
I might have to beep that.
No, most of these people get it.
Yeah.
It's
It's love. There's certain things you don't, you know, you
I
don't
mean,
cross that line.
Yeah, don't push someone to the point where...
And it sucks because, you know, Steve brought it up, and I thank you for opening your, you know, something so sensitive. But sometimes it's family that cross the line,
yeah. Unfortunately, huh?
you know? Sucks.
And everyone says, like, oh, you can't turn your back on family. They're family.
Look, Jesus Christ, man.
What?
Why you look at me? What'd I do?
No, not you.
Oh,
Is this what we're going to do now?
No, I'm seeing these alerts, the Instagram alerts. So and so liked your message. So and so like you met like
Wife?
16 times. Danny.
Oh. Well, you do send fucking
Yeah, but
8 messages in succession.
not all the time. But you don't have to sit there and like, I like this.
so basically
hard.
you're saying that IG is more important right now.
So yeah, when
So,
uh-huh. Yeah.
segueing it
Uh-huh.
into moments where it drove you to extreme emotions. Do you guys, if you're willing to share, any moments of being bullied or anything that you want to unfortunately relive?
Okay. I want to start with you.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested now.
Something just popped in my head, that's why. When I used to go to school, PS42, which is not even 10 minutes away from here. Kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, I was there.
How old were you? 12?
Oh,
For kindergarten.
The lines, Steve, the lines.
That's not a triangle.
The bathroom's over there. We love you, Steve. We love you.
fuck yourself. Being bullied like I am now.
It's so funny talking about that.
You know, right?
If you wanna, share.
If you want to share,
then go full bully.
Sorry.
I don't remember much of it. Across the street was a bank, chemical bank at that time.
What?
What?
What's a chemical bank?
It was a bank, just a regular bank.
Huh?
Across the street from the school.
Right.
The
That was the name of the
PS42.
bank?
Chemical.
Oh, I
Remember-
thought it.
You don't remember Chemical Bank?
I thought chemical bank like chemicals.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Like,
It was just like a branch or
okay.
Whatever.
Let's say there's a school across the street.
from a nuclear power plant.
No, that
You know.
explains it.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Now that makes sense why they were that old.
I'm sorry, I keep on losing track.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. My mother was going there, I guess, to deposit. She worked literally not even 3 minutes away. And I don't recall it that well, but apparently recess outside, I was like against a wall or a fence, and numerous kids were, I'm not gonna say they were beating me up or they were about to. I don't really remember it, but my mother obviously saw it, being that she was at the bank right across the street. She ran over, supposedly like threw these kids off of me, and
Nice.
whatever the case is. And shortly thereafter, I switched schools. That's when we moved to Howard Beach.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that's a particular time I was obviously bullied. I mean, literally, I was the only white kid there.
And you're not even that white.
I'm not even that white, but I was the whitest kid at that time there. Not to say race was a factor into it.
No, but it does.
But
It always is.
Yeah, without a
anything.
doubt, it always is.
Yeah.
Like people want to say like, "Oh, you can't be racist." It's like it's gonna exist.
yeah, no, of course.
not
I'm not
really.
saying,
Color of skin always
Whatever the
has
case
some
is.
sort of.
especially when you're that young, you're naive, you're stupid.
Yeah.
whatever the
Oh,
case
yeah.
is.
You're innocent.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah.
But,
So-
yeah.
You were on a wall,
Fence or a wall, whichever one.
and the kids were pounding.
Jesus Christ! Of
I don't
course you
think-
go there.
Speaking about kids, I don't think you should probably
Yeah,
make
that's
that joke.
a little
Make,
disturbing.
don't make
Stop
that
being
correlate.
fucking set. Not you guys. Stop being sensitive. It's comedy. By the way, I saw, on a side note, I saw this comedian. He goes, "Yo, if Taiwan and China go to war
Yeah.
with each other, you saw that one?"
Oh, whatchamacallit? What's his name? Damn it, what's his
You
name?
had me dying.
So you gotta open your eyes.
It'll be
Goes,
like a Spider-Man meme all over the place.
and we gotta defend them. We have a problem. How do we know who's who?
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was great.
he's got a weird mustache growing. I don't think I like that look on him.
Okay.
Not saying I'm being judgmental on that one, but
No,
dude,
so-
you know when
Shave
you
that
know when it's-
fucking shit.
He's funny.
You
as
know
shit,
when it's not
man.
like
Nah, he's
look,
hilarious.
you know when it's not a good look for someone, or it doesn't like highlight. Anyway, so you've been bullied?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Jesus, I have so many.
Just kind of sum it up to.
I have so many. Just spark notes it, please.
I don't really want to fucking hear you.
I'm just saying.
No, obviously, I'm not gonna say all of them.
Just 47 of them.
No, like I said on the other episode,
Mhm.
when I finally decided to fight back, but just choose one to toss up. A very memorable one that kind of hit me. So I had this crush, this hard crush, junior high school, on this girl named Amanda, and not a friend, but a schoolmate, Anthony. He was like the one of the cuties,
What?
Like
I would
You know,
say probably more
like the
popular people, but
yeah, like the popular cute one that everyone's like, oh, he's so cute. The girls,
You could just say popular.
yeah, you can say popular because when a man describes another now man cute, like unless
he dated her on and off a lot.
Okay.
And so, anyways, one time they broke up, and it became this joke that everyone found out I had a crush on her.
Mhm.
And kids are just kids. But Anthony decided to be funny. So the bell rung, everybody's there, but he tells me to hold on. Amanda's running late. I guess he knew, I don't know. And he stops her. And like he's laughing, but he's like telling her, Gallo, you have something to say to her and everything. And he kind of put me on the spot. And he knew that she was not into me. I guess you could say like they would call me a nerd, geeky. But he put me on the spot, and I was very introverted at that time, and I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, "What did I say? I like you." And then he kept pushing me, like so. Anyways, I asked her out, but like she gave me the most disgusted face. She shook her head no. But then when we got to class, I guess Anthony just told everyone. And in lunch, everybody just started picking on me, which was usual, but it became like the whole making fun that Amanda denied me. And I had a lot of pimples back then. So the pizza face came out and they threw food at me and they started yelling like, do you really think anybody would ever look at you?
Jeez.
And like the whole thing, and like back then.
How did you go to school?
A couple of blocks from Ravenswood Projects in Astoria. And then it's a couple of blocks away from Queensbridge Projects. But yeah, it was like that, like they always went hard, so it was like normal to me. But that day just bothered me because they kind of like set me up, but then they just like kept bullying me for that. Yeah, home crying.
Mhm.
Like I told you guys in the other episode, hated who I looked like, all that shit.
Yeah.
Kids can be mean.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Kids can be mean.
People could be mean in general, but kids, yeah.
It leads into kind of like my experience. Not that it was that bad, but like people don't understand that being bullied and bullying others. Bullying others puts people into a point where they're not thinking rational. Like you said before that you clawed at your face because you didn't like who you were. That's not a rational thought. You're one handsome man. I didn't know you as a kid, but all right, Steve, with your fucking
there was a
giant
Steve
ass
back then.
hands.
I kid.
Oh, so you think I'm handsome?
No, not at all.
Yeah, he does. When you were running late, he was like, "Where is this sexy beast?"
He's a sexy son of a bitch.
But they don't understand that, it pushes them in.
What? It's just straw. I was trying it.
Anyway, it pushes, kids, people, and cool, thanks, into an irrational thought process.
Yeah.
And then when they act irrational as a consequence of being bullied, everyone's like, "Oh, well, how could it happen to how come video games made him violent?"
Yeah.
Like, no, your actions ignited everything.
No, sometimes it gets up. You ever seen that show, 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in high school, there was this art class that we had, and one period it was combined with another art class. And like it was a group of people. Now, I was an introvert back in high school. I used to wear like all black, like my jacket was black, everything. But like they said, "Oh, he might be Columbine." And I was like, that's a fucked up thing to say. Like, what the fuck? And then a teacher got in on it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wow. Stupid.
I was like,
Sometimes you wonder why these kids, not to justify.
that. But
Yeah.
there's an extreme, and then
Yeah.
like all it takes is for people that actually care. Follow the domino effect. Just a little further back, and you'll see exactly.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're not mentally equipped.
Yeah, like I didn't do anything.
Dealing with a full deck, and you're being ridiculed, especially by teachers or something.
Yeah, like the people that are supposed to be there to help you out. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Fucked up.
I mean, I didn't do anything, obviously.
Yeah, because you're not.
I wasn't brought down to that point of irrational thought. It was just like that shock at that value. Yeah. Like it wasn't
thankful.
Like, yeah. But there was one kid that was like constantly teased, and it was like, bro, do you not see the fucking outcome that you're about to?
Yeah.
It's crazy. When I was all throughout, elementary, as we all have seen certain kids be ridiculed beyond, where it's just like even then I thought, I was like, damn, it's so fucked up how these group of kids fuck with this in particular person, I don't know.
I will say I wish I stood up more against those kind of people. I mean, back then it's hard to, as a kid.
Yeah.
It's hard
especially when you're outnumbered.
Yeah. But
did you ever bully someone?
No.
Lies. You do it to me all the time.
I will say, just because on an earlier episode I did say something rather insensitive.
What's that?
And I made a grand assumption about the
Miss Universe.
Miss Universe. Thank you. I will say I do apologize.
To whom?
Just to anyone that's been bullied.
Gotcha.
Like, that's an insensitive thing for me to have said.
Gotcha.
However, my revision, like a few sentences after, I do stand by. I do think it's horrible, bad karma to try to fake or fluff up an incident and call it bullied. I think that's bad karma. I think that would circle back and. But yeah, I just wanna, apologize for that moment. I want to take responsibility for that. Sorry?
What?
I listen to this as I edit, so how Gallo said "pussy" to you, and you said, "Well, you probably said something holier than thou."
What you talking about, bro? Mm-hmm. I was just clearing my throat.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Cox. Is that a dildo in the corner?
Yeah.
It's a sharp dildo.
That's the new 4000 XP one version?
Jeez.
Gas powered?
No, solar.
Solar powered. Oh,
you gotta think green.
The environment.
I'm on third generation, the 37.
Mine still has that nuclear reactor in it from the 80s.
Never failed, though.
I'm growing this tail, though.
Should we do a 15?
You want to do a 15?
You want to do a 15?
Sure.
You want to go
15,
to the thing
restroom
that
break.
we got us demonetization?
Welcome back.
I'm going to leave you with that. Not leave you with that, but welcome you back with that gold joke right there. So we're going to wrap it up real quick. Maybe like one or two more topics. Something simple and something light. Have any exes you regret leaving?
Simple and light. Wow.
Do you have someone that got away? And you had to settle?
Damn. Easy light and turns into like a cry fest. Because that's what everyone wants to see. 3 grown men crying. As sad as sad as it is, I don't think I ever had an ex that was like, damn, got away. At least not that I figure.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
So you don't have to think the what ifs, you know?
Cool, good talk. Next topic. Well, I mean, because you two are the only, like, I'm the only single one, so you two are the ones that are spoken for, so it's kind of hard to
Well,
talk
basically,
on that topic. So
they hear this. We'll be single with you.
yeah. So, do you wish to join the greatness?
No,
Or?
my life is perfect.
Aw,
It was meant to be.
aw.
No, seriously, I wouldn't have my kids. I wouldn't have it any other way. And she's an awesome wife, so yeah.
That speaks volume. Because like every other topic that we throw at him, it's I don't know, it's cool. So to get that genuine, like, actual response.
Touche. I'll go into it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, me and my baby moms are not on good terms. I don't like the decisions she has made. I believe that one of my decisions, not purposely trying to hurt, but I wasn't thinking straight, which I guess in a way you could say, I guess, affected her and my daughter, but I wasn't seeing it like that. I don't regret her. I will always have love for you. I understand. I'm speaking to you directly. If you ever see this,
She's turned it off like minute one. The fuck is this shit?
because you gave me my daughter, and then I could not ever repay you for that. That has nothing to do with whatever harsh feelings we have towards each other. We have a beautiful daughter. And then with the person I am now, amazing person that has taught me many things. So it's not regret. It's not quote unquote the one that got away. It's none of those things. It's just looking back saying, I guess for me, a good time in my life, and many things I learned and everything. So to clarify, it's not regret. It's not, damn, I wish I could change it. But I went to LaGuardia Community College, and it was so funny. I started the semester, and I don't know why, I went into this class and I'm like, all right, let me see how many girls I have a chance with. And so like a Dominican
Room full of guys.
It was a Dominican one that walked in, and I'm like, yeah, I have a chance with her. Some other Spanish, a really cute black chick, and then this white chick walks in, and I'm like, I have zero chance with her. And she sat in front of me. Long story short, I had the biggest crush on her, and we had this thing called lab. So on this particular day, I finished my lab, and once you finish lab, you can leave. Like, the professor wasn't there or nothing. So we finished at the same time. So I hold the door open for her. If she would have never said this, who knows? She turns around as I hold the door open for her, and I'm coming right behind her.
Yeah.
And she looks at me, she goes, stop following me. And with a smirk and everything. And I'm like, ain't nobody following you. And then she's like,
And you went,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she like spoke to me, and I was just there, like, oh damn, and she had a cute voice. I'm talking about blue eyes, blonde hair.
oh, so you like the Aryan race, huh?
She was she's Polish.
Oh, well, I mean,
But I mean, face, body, and then getting to know her as time passed on, personality was just. But anyways, so I tell her I'm not following you, and then she takes out a cigarette and she goes, "Would you happen to have a light?" And so corny, but I put a cigarette in my mouth and I go, "You shouldn't smoke." But it just we started talking after that. We became cool.
in lab.
Huh?
You both started smoking.
No,
like,
we were walking
right
out.
outside the door from lab.
We were walking out already. Like we didn't
Oh,
light
okay.
it, but we were getting ready.
Just fucking light it in. No, that's the chemicals.
But yeah, like I remember one time we walked. It was a good walk to go have Colombian food, and it was so funny because like she just stood there talking after we ate. So and it was so funny because the waiter just kept passing by. You need anything else? And then no, we're good. We paid already and everything. Like.
Oh, so they were doing the nice thing.
Yeah.
Like, can you get out?
Exactly. And from there, she lived in the city. Her parents gave her a place in the city. She came for money. And so from there, we walked all the way to Queensboro Plaza. So if you know Queens, you know what that is. And we decided to walk over the 59th Street Bridge. So when we get to the end, into the city, Manhattan, she decides to sit on like the rail there, and we're talking and we're laughing, and I'm making her laugh. And not gonna lie, every moment I was just like, wow, like I'm with her. At some point, she stares at me. I guess I couldn't take my eyes off of her. She goes, "Do it." And I'm like, what? She goes, so I pushed her, and I did my 5 years, and
No.
but I look at her, I'm like, "Excuse me," and she goes, "Do it," and I'm like, "Do what?" And she goes, "Your eyes are telling me everything, and I'm telling you, do it." So she read that obviously I wanted to kiss her, and so I'm all fucking nervous here, and I'm like, oh. So like I go in, and like damn, like I ain't gonna lie, like when I kissed her, I was like
Clammy and all that.
oh, like I couldn't believe it. And at that time, I have found I'm already, and I became an extrovert. I was,
Mm-hmm.
but I was just like, wow, like I with her, and we had after that we built a relationship. Like my mom met her, my grandma met her. My grandma's funny. My grandma's old school. I miss you. It's sad that you have that dementia thing, but she's old school. She's not racist, but that Spanish grandma. So I remember my mom was working in the Bronx at that time. I had my sob. Remember the other episode? And we were going to pick up my sister. We were going to go pick up my mom. And so when I get there, because I had picked her up in the city, and then drove to Astoria to pick up my sister, and my grandma opens, and she just looks at her up and down. "Come in, please, come in." "You want me to make you something to eat?" And she loves Spanish food, and she was like, "No, thank you." And like, mind you, this is the first. And like, my grandma, before that and after that, never treated somebody like that I brought. Not that I brought a lot, but it was just like, like the eyes. And my grandma's funny. She's the only one in our family that has blue eyes, and it just keeps skipping generations. Like we're like, okay, maybe this one, no, but like that was the one. And my grandma's looks towards me was like, I could see what she was saying. Like, fuck this one up. You're not my grandson no more.
Damn.
But it was great. It was a great experience. Like sometimes we would be by her place, parked in the car, and we would just talk about anything whatever, it didn't matter. The conversations were great. It was the most innocent. She taught me a lot of things, as in like her side of the world, because her family came from money. So, like certain restaurants or certain parties that that class has, and but she never like became like like stuck up just because of that. She was very down to earth, and I showed her my side, and she just an amazing personality, and money didn't change her. Her status didn't change her. Could have a conversation about anything. Sweet. I remember the first time we actually had sex. Damn.
Okay.
Everything just fell into like, I can't believe this is happening every time, and there's no regret. I love where my life is, even the downtimes. But it was just a great moment in my life where her name is Elizabeth. May you be wherever you are, still the amazing person I remember. We taught each other a lot. It was a very innocent time for both of us. The only reason we didn't continue was, her parents were racist, and being with a Hispanic male would have meant she gets disowned. And maybe if we were older and all this happened, we would have been able to handle it. But we were young. First year in college, it was too much to handle at that moment, And so she cried a lot. And we just decided to part ways. But it was amazing while the ride lasted. And I wouldn't change nothing, but if I could go back to relive that moment, just not change nothing, just relive it, I would. It was amazing.
Steve, I give it like 2 months, then he's single with me.
With a story like that,
Yeah.
Listen, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well,
I feel like maybe everyone at some point in their lives go through that.
Of course.
I don't regret it, but it was a very memorable, impactful moment.
Of course. It's a part of who you become.
And the person I'm with now probably has had it, or probably hasn't. Maybe I'm the one in her life that is that memorable one.
She's just like, you get home and she's sharpening the knife. How the fuck did you know already?
Like, maybe she had it, maybe she didn't have it yet, or maybe I am the one. But the point is, that was mine. We should not to blame on anything. But sometimes,
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all have that,
The title is just harsh, the one that got away. It's not that. Sometimes it's just a great moment.
I mean, it could be that.
I mean, it
sure
has like that loaded double-edged sword. It's like...
I mean, I had a relationship before my wife that...
Good
like
call.
you said,
Good call.
It was before my wife, and the experiences and everything about it was fucking awesome. But that was then.
Yeah.
This is now.
What was his name?
Jamal?
Him too?
Oh, you too?
That whore. Jamal goes around.
Motherfucker gets around. Yeah.
So then obviously you know what that feels like. It was just awesome. It's an awesome moment. You look back like, yeah, it was cool.
Of course.
Have you ever seen those movies or TV series where they finally get the girl or kiss her or whatever. And
I
there's a
hate
bunch
those
of,
will they, won't they's.
no, not the will days, the fireworks. Instead of showing you the kiss, it's the fireworks. I felt like that when I finally kissed her. It was just like, I can't believe this.
If we could go back in time and like watch it, it's just Gallo like a quick peck and like,
No, it was
and
cool.
her just going like,
wow. Yeah, just give her like one lip.
No, it was awesome.
it's a
was
kiss,
great.
cheek kiss.
It was.
I don't know why I'm picturing that. That's funny. Like a cheek kiss. Like, oh my god. It's incredible.
About that bullying. I mean, do you want to? I mean, obviously,
What?
don't want to put you on the spot.
What's up?
Like, just elaborate on like the moments. Like, how I said what made it memorable. Like
Yeah, come on, be single with us.
she showed me like her side of the life. I showed. It was like the
I gotcha.
Notebook. He's poor, she's
Never
rich.
saw it, but it's a typical.
Yeah,
storyline,
rich,
yes.
poor. I show you my world. It was,
Gotcha.
it was great. I had my little
Cinderella
movie-
moment.
Yeah, like it was awesome.
Cinderella.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have a story like that. Not saying that like everyone I've ever dated was dull as shit, but like
Well, you're younger than us.
not by much. Anyway, Steve, I think I got him on like 30 years.
30 years.
I would
Wow.
say. Well, he's getting ready to retire.
Yeah, that's why he's leaving us.
I wish.
He's going down to that Golden State.
Hey, man, no state taxes.
Mm-hmm. That pension, that 401k.
All for this Studio 115 to blow up, and you have to move back.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my chances.
I think if this does blow up,
When?
let's be optimistic. Yeah. I don't think I want to do our base in New York City. That's gonna be a lot of money, a lot of taxes, a lot of revenue just fucking going to the wayside.
New York City or just New York in general? Like, not even New York State.
That's a tough one. Because even Long Island, it's like you're paying double tax.
Well, hold on. No, you live... Okay. Because I know when I worked in the city, because I live in Long Island, I don't pay city tax. That's the rule. And I was just going to say, but then you live in New York City, so yeah, you have to pay.
Yeah.
That was the only cool thing about working in the city when I had a couple jobs. But living in Long Island, like, I made sure to check that first check. Like, okay, good, no city tax.
Yeah, they rape the crap out of you.
Mm-hmm.
In the state in general.
No, yeah. Of course.
And then just to do minor road work, like
Yeah,
it takes 5 months.
Yeah, until they rip it up again.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, we installed it wrong. Like, fuck. And this causes more traffic. All right, something that's been bothering me all week.
Gallows face, I totally agree.
No, that handsome man's been getting me through this week.
Aw.
I gotta double check on it, but I saw something. Forbes has crowned Bad Bunny as the king of pop, and I am livid.
Really? You let that get to you?
I let that get to me.
Forbes.
Yeah.
What is that again?
Shit. That's what it is. It's a fucking shit
Is it a
thing.
magazine or what, the Forbes 500? Something like that?
Like, are they going by his financial wealth?
I have no idea what those idiots are doing. But our sponsor today is Forbes magazine.
Love those guys.
Love those guys. Except for that one article. No, I don't.
Bad Bunny.
Fucking-
Jesus Christ.
Like, what the
I mean, not to take anything away from them personally, because they're doing what they got to do.
Yeah, they made a successful. He made a successful career.
I just don't. Get
His
it.
singing is not my cup of tea.
It's not even singing, man.
Okay, I was just trying to be a little
A
nicer.
lot of these pop artists, reggaeton, this, that, rap, mumble
Can you
rap.
say it more whiter?
Reggaeton.
There we go. His rigatoni.
His reggaeton is, I don't know. It's just auto-tuned and just manufactured.
Also, I don't think he sings reggaeton.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's considered reggaeton.
Yeah. I know my daughter listens to her. So.
Good thing we never met.
Wow. And she gonna fuck you up. Huh?
Man, Pat Bunny's a piece of shit.
You really don't like him.
No. Not that I don't like him personally, because, I've never met the guy.
You don't like his
I don't like his...
What's so different from him and like Daddy Yankee?
Well, Daddy Yankee is a saint.
Same Daddy Yankee. It's like the same shit.
No.
No?
It's the style.
Daddy Yankee's a lot better. You can actually hear what he's saying.
So,
Okay.
to kind of give you, when you hear Nas,
Yeah.
you understand his words.
Yeah.
He enunciates.
Yeah.
And his what he raps about.
You hear the message he's putting.
Yeah, he's putting a message.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be the Daddy Yankees. The Weezer and Yandel.
Loose similes here.
Like-
Gotcha.
And then in some people's eyes, the Bad Bunny would be the Little Yachties. And
Gotcha.
okay, like that.
Gotcha.
Fuck.
Trash.
You ever see the thing where he's like singing with it's not his actual name, but Don Francisco?
No.
No? I gotta show it to you. He's just like, he does his mumble like
That's what he does.
and then Don Francisco is just like,
Si la pena cosa te tira la pena. En la cosa que yo te pido la china la arena. You're like, huh?
what?
On a
It's
side
like-
note. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
No, go.
I was gonna say it's like that SNL skit with Shy Ronnie and Rihanna. You guys remember that?
No.
I'll show you that one too. But he's mumbling because he's extremely introverted and shy around Rihanna. Then the moment she leaves, he like just fucking ignites and starts rapping. And like you hear him and you listen and you're like, damn! And she comes in back in, she's like, oh, I forgot my purse. And he goes back to like mumbling.
Huh.
I was like, yo, that's like they saw that and they were like, I could make a career out of this. And they do. I don't know how they do it.
Yes. Doesn't take much.
Which speaks volumes and sadness of certain rock bands can't make it.
Yeah, I'm shocked Yoko Ono doesn't have a better career with.
I'm sorry, what?
There's talented singers out
I
there
heard you.
that I know. What?
I was talking to him.
No, I was just
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait.
no, I know where you were going with this.
I was
Well, like, the resurgence of Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
You think, like,
Gotcha.
stupid things get, like, all of a sudden popular
yeah,
now.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. You were saying.
No, that I know actual talented bands like you.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay.
I think you are an amazing drummer. All jokes aside. I mean, am I good at judging talent? I don't know. I just like what I hear, but I think your band is amazing.
I wish I got to see you guys live. I was when they were actually performing live.
Waiting.
He didn't text me or like say anything. I was in Virginia.
Yeah, well, you were.
Yeah, but you could have been like, "Yo, I'm in a band."
Yo, I haven't spoken to you in like 2-3 years.
Like, yo, I'm there.
Do you know Steve? Once he moves on, he doesn't remember you, right?
Yeah, he don't give a shit about me.
Even though like
I dreamt about him like every night.
That's a little disturbing.
Like when I went to Amtrak.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear from him? No.
Bullshit.
I called him.
Like, are you gonna send me
Who called who?
Bullshit.
Instagram messages afterwards? Like when you depart?
Yeah, when he's in Florida, you think we're gonna hear from him? I would give it maybe one or twice. After that, Brian, it's you and I.
Wow.
I still want to make one episode us driving him to the airport.
See me driving? You ain't going. You ain't leaving me.
The last frame is,
Carlo, what the fuck? I wanted to ask somebody. I know we don't. Obviously, we're starting. People don't know us, but whoever does watch of the subscribers we have, do us a favor, if you would like to. Trying to start off something on the side. Comment. Obviously, we're based in New York. Comment where you would like us to do a review on a particular food that you might like. We'll do it. Why all the eyes?
okay.
It's like the 3 people. Like, hey, try somewhere upstate. Like that's kind of far. Keep it around.
Next.
Well, you just told them so.
Like we tried the pizzeria that's right here. I think it's pretty good.
It's all right. It's pretty good. All right.
Haven't done a review.
Well, yeah.
It's better than most pizzerias. Like their dough is actually pretty like crispy and crunchy.
Yes.
And holds up pretty well.
Yes.
But like it still stays fluffy. Like it's a good one. It doesn't get all soggy and then like droopy and
No, I hate that.
sad. Fucking gotta take Cialis just to get it back up. Like fuck. I don't want a fucking slice of pizza, not a fucking.
Oh, pizza. Sorry.
So what?
I heard get it back up and you have to take something for it. So I was like, huh?
Yeah, no, I was making a little joke. Damn.
Got
I didn't
excited.
mean to trigger anyone. There's a little red one right there.
Yeah, I see it. I saw that shit.
Yeah, touch all the other ones.
Yeah. That's right.
Wow, you took both.
There's another one. There's okay. You're shit out of luck.
Cool. Fucking.
Have a dark one.
All right. When you say it like that, I can't say the thing I was actually going to write about to say.
It's cherry. It's like a dark cherry.
I was going to say no one likes these, and then you said had a dark one. It would just sounded wrong.
Yeah, that did sound wrong.
My mind don't go there. I fucking hate those dark ones.
Whoa.
Holy shit. Wow.
We're probably not going to
Monetize.
finish saying this, and it'll be cool if like you cut it off right there at the end. Not this part. This part was cool. I'm talking about what I'm about to ask. We'll cut it right there.
All right, but now that you said that, it doesn't make it funny to do.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. It was.
But like, just let the creative thing go.
Yeah.
But then, how could I tell you to do it?
You tell it after.
Yeah, you do like a hey. Side note.
So next episode.
What the fuck?
Does pineapple belong on pizza? That wasn't what I was thinking, but it was something that popped up that you guys told pizza.
No.
Yes.
No. Fuck
Yes.
you. Fuck you.
Like
Fuck
what the
you.
fuck? Like what's wrong with you?
Yes,
Get the fuck out.
it's delicious.
I never thought I would agree with someone that likes to warm up their milk for milkshakes,
You gotta bring that back, man.
Yes.
or someone that doesn't like Miracle Whip.
Ugh.
I actually never had it.
Disgusting.
Dumbass.
First of all, I don't warm up my milkshakes. It's just a banana shake.
The damage is done. The damage is done.
But pineapple is delicious on pizza. Just wanted to say that. That's it. Something that popped in my head.
He's gonna go home and Delmi's gonna be like, I overlooked the fucking warming up of the milk, and you're saying that you regret. She doesn't hear that. It's like, no, not regret.
I'm sure she'd understand. She's a Libra, so
I'm fucked.
No, no, she's an awesome person. I mean, I met her once, but like when Rob was burning her ribs that she, worked so hard to make, she didn't really make a big fuss.
Libras.
Why'd you throw up gang signs there?
He's a Libra.
I didn't know horoscope people have gang signs.
apparently
They're from the
so
West Coast.
dumb.
Huh? They're from the West Coast?
on the west side of the constellations.
Swallowed that wrong. Took that shit like gulped. Like, fuck.
It's not so much funny when you purposely leave it
I'm
open
not.
like
Did
that.
you not see how I fucking choked?
I know, but
Steve, I don't purposely go
Let me.
it just happens natural. Is what you're
gay
saying.
jokes.
Wait, what?
You think he would make himself choke
Yeah, but
just for the bit?
You thought I made
it's
myself swallow wrong?
No, it's a choice of words thereafter.
No, because you know what happens? Remember in one of the episodes I say,
Yeah, because I watch all these episodes back and I remember.
thank you for letting us know that. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
That's nice. Thank you.
So you're not one of the fucking viewers on our thing.
Exactly. Blew yourself up.
Okay,
But
so
if
we
you
have
were to look into one of them, when you say pause, my mind doesn't go there, so I don't say pause. Yeah, my mind doesn't go there. I seriously swallowed wrong. It went down the wrong pipe, and it hurt my throat.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying.
Okay.
At what point was any of that gay? Or had any
Who said
connotations of gay?
You were saying, it's not as funny as if I was doing something on purpose.
Because you know.
No, because I think you want to attack me when I literally.
You literally.
I went for a sip. It went down the wrong pipe.
I know what you did.
I did that, and I was saying how much my throat hurt because I swallowed that wrong, and I immediately hear it's not as funny and I'm like, so you want me to not say shit?
Yeah, just fucking die
Just go
in
there,
fucking pure silence. Oh, my asshole.
Hey, people outside.
Hey, yo, Steve, I didn't know you were fresh like that.
Oh, man.
I can see him opening his door.
Open that door quick so somebody fucking knows that nothing's going on.